I traveled 10 countries this year. 10 countries, all working a regular 9-to-5 job under $50K a year. Traveling is a beautiful thing and it can be very inexpensive. Today's video is going to be about travel and where I have traveled so far this year, and I am going to give you the cost of how much I paid for each flight. I know it is the holiday season, and what better way to celebrate Christmas than being out of the country on a warm, beautiful beach, listening to good music and eating delicious food.
Feeling like 1 million. People just say what you like is cinema.
All right, Glam Crew, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Nikki, the Glam Teacher. All right, so let's get straight into it. Right here, I'm going to post receipts of my flights. That way you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Know that it is facts. I know there's a lot of information out there that is just hearsay, but here we are speaking facts. Okay, so at the top of the year, January 2023, I went to Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, and I paid $219. That is round trip, non-stop. Okay, so can you believe it? Can you believe it? And these prices are usually quite inexpensive. So you can work a regular job under $50K a year and still travel and see the world. Punta Cana is not that expensive. Airbnbs, you can get a week Airbnb for about $500-600 total for the whole week. If you want to be a little bit more luxurious, upscale, or you can stay in a hostel, which is just renting a room out of like a boutique hotel and pay maybe $20 a day. And some of those little hostels be having nice pools, restaurants, gyms, Wi-Fi, all of that. After my trip to Punta Cana in January, March, I hosted a girls trip in Costa Rica. Costa Rica, I paid round trip, nonstop, $219. What you will realize is that I like nonstop flights and I like round trip flights. $219. Costa Rica was very fun. Then in April, for my son's birthday, he wanted to go to the beach. The beaches here in the US were still a little bit cold, a little dirty, not that pretty, beautiful. It was his birthday. So we went to Mexico. We went to Playa del Carmen. For both of our tickets, I paid $474. 2 tickets, nonstop, round trip. All right, and had a ball. Mexico is dangerous, but it was fun. We did not have any problems. Check out my prior video where I talked about our whole experience in Mexico. Next on the list, again with my son, we went to El Salvador. El Salvador, for the both of us, was $425. There is a screenshot of my confirmation email, 2 tickets, nonstop, round trip, $425, okay? Boom. So if you all want a more detailed video on how to look for these travel deals, let me know in the comments right now. Like, comment, share, subscribe. All right. So in September, I took my dream vacation. I went to Paris, France, and whenever I research flights to Paris, they are always $700+. And there's usually a long layover. And if I'm going to have a long layover, it needs to be where I can explore the country, wherever that is, have a good time, eat, drink, learn something new about the culture, meet people, maybe do shopping, visit a museum, something. I cannot just sit in the airport for 4 hours. That's not enough time. I need a longer layover. So I found a nonstop round trip flight to Paris for $439.
for $439.
Here is the receipt. All right. And then Paris is like a hub to reach other countries. You can visit all of Europe for the low. I've even saw a flight, one-way flight from Paris to Morocco in Africa for $50. $50. And I'm sure you can find something cheaper or round trip. That was just a quick search. But yeah, once you reach Paris, CDG, you can reach a lot of other places very inexpensive. So that is another little trick and loophole you can do if you want to fly to, let's say, somewhere in Africa and not have to pay the thousands of dollars it takes to go from the US to Africa. So from Paris, I went to Belgium and I caught a train. Not just any train, it is a speedy train. And that price was $88 round trip. Took about an hour and a half and boom, I visited Belgium for a day. You don't have to do a day trip. The trains run back and forth and they're really quick. Then also from Paris, you can catch a train to the Netherlands and that train ride was like $110. That's 3 countries in one trip. The 8th country that I visited was Sint Maarten. Sint Maarten, I took a Delta flight, non-stop, direct flights for $207. Right here, I put a screenshot. This was on Delta, $207. From Sint Maarten, you can catch ferries to other countries that are pretty much right there in the same little Caribbean area. All right. Now, I went to St. Bart's. St. Bart's is the most expensive destination in the world. Most people do not realize you can catch a ferry to St. Maarten, and that's what I did. Most people catch a small plane, one of those little private jets over. They start at about $200 from St. Maarten to fly over to St. Bart's. But there is a cheaper option. You can catch a fast ferry for $90, and it takes less than an hour. The ride wasn't bad. My friend, she did feel a little woozy, but I didn't get woozy. I didn't take any medicine, but there is medicine that you can take to help with the waves of the ocean. And it was pretty safe. And then the 10th country that I visited this year was Anguilla. And I took a ferry from St. Maarten to Anguilla for the day. And that ferry was $65. I went to the dock office and bought my ticket in person. You just show up whatever time you want to go. The ferry boats run back and forth every hour. And it took maybe 20 to 30 minutes. No, I want to say 15 minutes. It was very short ride, very quick, safe. Yeah. And please take cash because they didn't accept card. I paid cash on the boat. So let's do a quick recap and total. Number 1 was DR, $215. Costa Rica, $219. Mexico for me and my son, $474. El Salvador for me and my son, $425. Paris was number 4, and that was $439. Belgium was 5 on the train, was 88 euros, and euros to US, I think it's about $90, give or take, $80 to $90. I'm going to put in 88 in the calculator. Netherlands was 110. Then we have St. Maarten, 207. Then we have St. Bart's, $90 ferry ride. Anguilla, $60 ferry ride. The total is $2,327 to visit 10 countries. That's the total. Some people spend $3,000 just in one vacation, one flight. Because some of those flights I've seen on Delta, some of those flights can be like $1,200 to go to Mexico. So some folks will spend one flight $2,327 on one flight. That's 10 different trips for me. So I hope you all like this video. Traveling doesn't have to be expensive. So this holiday season, if you get some extra money, go ahead, book a flight, see the world, learn some new cultures, taste some new food, listen to new music, and enjoy this beautiful world. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.